Hey there YouTube, this is CaseReaver87 again, bringing you another deck profile. Today I'm updating my Archfiend deck, because I've done some play testing and done some thinking on it and actually considerably changed the way the deck is built and how the deck runs. So we'll start off with our 3 Archfiend Emperor. I'm pretty sure I described them last time, but I'll go ahead and describe all their effects again. Is that they get, Emperor is 3,000 attack. He can be normal summoned without tributing, but his attack and defense get halved, and then he gets destroyed himself during the end phase. But that's usually helpful. If he's on the field, you can't summon fiends, and then once per turn, you can banish an Archfiend card from your graveyard. And that's any card that's spells and traps as well, and destroy a target on the field. So really good. And then if you special summon it or just normal summon it, then it's 3,000. It stays on the field. 3 Archfiend Heiress. If this card is sent to the graveyard because of a card effect or being destroyed by battle, you can add any Archfiend card from your deck to your hand, except for herself, and you can only use it for effect once per turn. So basically, she searches anything in the deck, anything you need, and pretty much sets up everything. I run Foolish Burial, Armageddon Knight, and Tour Guide, all things that set her off. And I'm running 3 Cavalry compared to last time when I only had the 2, because I've traded out Trans Archfiend because I kept dead drawing it for just another Cavalry, because I keep getting situations where I want Cavalry and I don't want to have to actually waste the search on it, where I'd rather just have it and just get rid of it and get one in the graveyard as soon as possible. But it's a 1900, and if it would be destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target an Archfiend except for itself, and special summon that target. You can't attack this turn. So basically, you can revive anything. Most importantly, Emperor, and then Emperor will stay on the field at 3,000 attack. Be able to pitch things every turn. 2 Archfiend General. He's destroyed if Pandemonium's not on the field, and then you can discard to search for Pandemonium. And he's 2,100 attack, so he works for Deck Devi, which I side. That's pretty much it for him. I usually search him with Heiress if I don't have Pandemonium, so I can discard him, and then that gives me food for Emperor. So it's free food. There's really no downside to banishing it from the graveyard. That's it for the Archfiends themselves. I also have a lot of hand traps and tech in here. 2 Masked Chameleons. Because Masked Chameleon can target either Heiress or Cavalry, because they both have 0 defense, and special summon either. And then you can make level 7 synchros, level 8 synchros, or exceed for 4. So you have a lot of options by using it. 2 Armageddon Knight. I used to ran 1, and then I ran a second one to increase my chance of opening with it, as well as to mill extra things like Cavalry when I need it. And I also run a Zephyros, which I'll get to have combos for the deck. So I just decided to up it to 2. 2 Tour Guide, gets Heiress, and then you make either Fortune Tune or Zen Mains, and those things both activate Heiress. That's pretty much all what I end up using it for. 1 Zephyros, like I said, usually I end up bouncing Pandemonium, and then for basically a free rank 4, like Armageddon Knight, send this, play Pandemonium, bounce it to my hand, bounce Pandemonium in my hand, get this, overlay for Key Beetle or something. Usually so far it's been either Key Beetle or King of Feral Imps. Or what's his name? My brain stopped. Yeah, King of the Feral Imps. To search for Masked Chameleon. I run 3 Max C. Just because I like triple Max C right now. 2 Swift Scarecrow and 2 Trags. Just because I keep finding I can only kind of normal summon. I can't really swarm. And then Emperor is one of my main plays that I like to make, but then he dies and he's in the graveyard, and then I have no field, so I need some extra protection against that. That's it for the monsters. We only have 6 spells. We have 3 Pandemonium, which is it has the life point negation part, but that really doesn't matter because I don't run any of those. But each time an Archfiend is destroyed is destroyed except for going to the except for as a result of battle and destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you search for a lower level Archfiend and you add it to your hand. So basically it turns all of your Archfiends into floaters. And then like Archfiend's Roar and Archfiend's Emperor blow themselves up, and then you search manually. You just get to search whatever you want. Anyway, I run 1 Foolish Burial, mostly for Eris and Zephyros. I run 1 Falling Down. I don't run more than 1 because like one of my Archfiends is Eris and she can't really survive, and then Emperor and he blows himself up. So really, it's only like good in certain situations in here. 1 Dark Hole, just because Dark Hole. That's it for those. For traps, I go 3 Archfiend's Roar compared to the 1. I'm pretty sure I had 1 last time, and I've upgraded it to 3, and I really like it because I realized that I can Archfiend's Roar for a Cavalry when I have an Emperor in my graveyard, and then Cavalry will die in the end phase, and then I'll get Emperor, like, permanently. And then you can also, Archfiend's Roar is another free card to banish for Emperor that has no drawbacks to banish because it's a trap, and what the hell else am I going to do with it? Another thing I'm maining is Vanity's Emptiness. With the increased focus on being able to make rank 4s and the increased roars and stuff, Key Beetle, I have a lot better access to Key Beetle, so I thought maining Vanities, and the fact that I don't special summon a bunch, and I have lots of cards that send cards for my deck that will send from my field or my deck to my graveyard in order to turn it off. 1 Bottomless, 1 Compulse, 1 Torrential, and I also run 1 Sixth Sense, at least as long as I can run it, because it gets food for Emperor, and then it also activates Eris, so there's that. And that's it for the main deck. Extra deck, we have my rank 3s. We have Fortune Tune and Zen Mains, both of which activate Eris because they send exquisite materials as a result of an effect rather than to activate a cost. Then also run 1 Levier just because I banish a lot, so I can always have access to revive anything I banish. And that's it. That's actually just all my rank 3s. I really don't want to go into much else. For rank 4s, I have Key Beetle, like I was talking about. I have 1 Key Beetle, and I just have a lot better access to it, so I can protect. Usually my targets have been to protect Pandemonium or to protect Vanity's Emptiness. I have 1 King of the Feral Imps just to search Max Chameleon. Then to round out my rank 4 engines, rank 4 lineup, I have a Lavable Chain, which activates Eris, a Gaga Cowboy, a Maestroke, and an Abyss Dweller. It's my personal choices there. Like, I could fit more in there, but I also need room for a lineup of Synchros, which is next. I have a Black Rose Dragon and an Ancient Fairy Dragon for my 7s. When go Mass Chameleon plus Eris. I forgot that I could get a Scrap Archfiend just as a level 7 beater that has the word Archfiend in its name, so it activates Pandemonium. So I'm going to try to see if I can get one and fit one in here. But right now, like, Black Rose Dragon, just because it's, it's Black Rose Dragon. And then Ancient Fairy Dragon, just because lots of people are running field spells, and even my own, I can just eat my own field spell to get another one and just gain 1,000 life points. And just because I like Ancient Fairy Dragon. For my 8s, I have Scrap Dragon, Stardust, Crimson Blader, and then Red Dragon Archfiend, which probably will turn into a Thought Ruler Archfiend when I get one. That's it for the extra. Okay, and then where is my side deck? Current side deck looks like this. It's probably subject to change as I mess around with stuff. I have 2 Banisher of the Radiance. Just because I'm so reliant on normal summons, so I won't really have any problem having a Banisher on the field. Because usually I'll drop this, and then I won't be able to do much for the rest of the turn, so I won't need to worry about banishing my own cards. And then my opponent's going to try to get rid of it. So then they'll blow it up, and then it'll be out of my way. 3 MST because I don't main any. 1 Imperial Iron Wall. 1 Eradicator and 2 decked heavies. Just because I have all those giant dark numbers that I can do. 2 Goes in match. I run a mostly dark deck. 2 Skill Drain, just because I can get away with negating most of my effects against anything that really matters. If I normal summon Archfiend Emperor, as I found out, I can't it will still die if it's normal summoned by its own effect, but I'll still be able to summon it with 3,000 attack. So that's why. So I moved these to the side. And then my personal tech choice, mostly for locals, because I was losing time, Aegis of Gaia, which is just you gain 3,000 life points, and it's a continuous trap. And then if this face-up card is removed from the field, you take 3,000 damage. Basically, it's just to flip during those last few seconds to get your life points up. That is what my Archfiends look for right now. Probably still subject to change, like the few changes I mentioned. And when Commander finally gets released as the Jump promo, which we're probably not going to see for months, unfortunately, at least 2 of those will be added in. But that's that for the deck right now. Chaos Reaper A7 out.